Hi everyone, it's Natara, and today I'm going to be going over the Encore Scene Pack Twilight Neon. She's gorgeous, she's super cyberpunk, so if you don't like cyberpunk, this is definitely not going to be for you. And just a quick reminder, you only get what's listed in the pack contents, you do not get the display outfit. So today I'm going to be going over the Chapable Neon Dream, the Still Pose Confessing Waves, of course the scene Neon Soundwave, and the dynamic pose Luminous Dominator. And here is a list of all the items I used in this display outfit right here. You can also find a copy of this inside of my fashion diary. Now here's the scene in its entirety. You do have a very moving floor, so if you don't like stuff that moves like this, it might make you like kind of motion sickness, I guess. I know it happens to some people. You do have these like kind of holographic boulders in the back, these purple neon palm trees, which I absolutely love. We've got one broken fan stuck in a boulder and another moving one, and of course the digital sun in the back with a few purple and blue glitter stars right here, but the sky itself is just a flat color, and you do have a sharp cutoff for the scene. Also, this always bothered me about this one, but the road, as you can see, like it's got weird shadows on it. I'm not sure what that's about, but like they don't match where the light bars on the road are. I really don't get that. I never have. Let me just move her out of the way. Like, it's so goofy looking. I don't understand what they're there for, and it always bugs me, but most of the time my doll is in front of those, so I don't really see them, but that is one little like weird nitpick I have with it. And here's your posable area. Quite big. You can go pretty much anywhere on this like center road right here, and you can go up quite high, and you have the normal sink. My doll is floating a bit because of her posture, but I promise it is just like the standard to the knee sink. Not that I know how often you're going to want to be sinking in this scene to begin with, but that is an option. And just for reference, at the doll origin point, this is how far you can scoop back. I know it's a little hard to see whenever I do that big, like wide cam angle shot to be able to fit the entire posable area in, but it's right here, and oddly enough, there is a cutoff point for your doll's shadow. So as you can see right now, my doll doesn't have her shadow, but if we move her up, you'll see it like blink in right there. There's like a cutoff line, which is super weird, but that is a thing. And here's a comparison of the lighting to the standard blue scene, so you can see what effect it has on like these different materials and on my doll's own skin. This is not the upgraded skin, this is just the standard flat skin. I'm still trying to get used to that new skin. And here's the lighting from the front, from the right, very dark, from the back. I kind of really like how the hair looks right here. It looks kind of almost glowy. I like it. And from the left. I really do like the digital mountains like in the back, that like rubble. It's a really nice blue. I really hope one day they give us a desert scene. I just want a desert scene so bad where it's just like sand dunes in the back. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but my fingers are super crossed. And here is the lighting on the palest and darkest shade in the game. We did get a new update for that, like lets us take the darker tones even darker now, so I have altered her skin tone to match the darkest shade. They didn't give us any lighter shades for the palest tone. The one I had her on is still paler than the new ones they gave us. Oddly enough, I kind of thought we would get a like that is a piece of printer paper white, but this is still just the palest, which is fine. She's still super pale, but it looks good on both of them. But as always, if you push the halo too high, you're gonna blow them out, and if you put on a darkening filter, you're gonna lose a lot of details. But it's really good for makeup looks if you really just want to show off the makeup. And here's our pose, Confessing Wave. It is a half-length pose. She's pretty cute. Would be fine for a lineup one, though her feet are kind of a little boringly placed. And here she is with focus on. And with a two handheld, that actually brings her hands back, but we can also do the one where it's in the front. And we have a left handheld, which I think is cute, or this is a right handheld actually. And then we have our left handheld. This one I'm not too fond of, maybe because it's the vase, but where's another one? Then we only have this one. It could work for some fits, I guess, but I don't typically use this one. If I do use this pose, I either have like the two handheld like this one on, or just this one, something that brings that one hand all the way down so you can't really see it, like this. That's how I use this pose. And here is our dynamic pose without the dynamic camera on, showcasing the movements, so you can see if you might be able to use any of these for still shots. I think I've used this one a few times. I can't remember really when, but there is a lot of movement in this and none of it is really repetitive. So I like that, like the opening one with her hands on her hips. She looks so like cocky, I guess. I can't think of another word to use, but like she just looks so I don't know, I like it. It's cute. Let's see, I like this one. It's good for dancerly ones. Don't really use that section, or this one, the body roll section I don't use because any of like the steel ones, like it just doesn't give the body roll, I guess. Like yeah, I don't use that. I do, there is one more I use in here. Where is it? I think I've used that one before because the expression right then was really nice. Oh, I have used this. Where is it? That one. When I wanted to do a up shot, like the camera was super up and looking down. I've used that before. And this little walking one is cute. I've used this one. And that one for like a headshot. And that's about it for that pose, but there is a lot of stuff in there that you can use. As for our expressions, this one is Confessing Wave. It is just a side smile. And here is the expression for Luminous Dominator. There's lots of expressions in this one that can fit a lot of different things, surprisingly. She just makes a lot of faces, which is good. I have used this one quite a lot as well. It's just a good dynamic pose with a good dynamic expression. And now I'm going to click to the filters so you can see how you may be able to change, I guess not the ambiance, because you can't really change the ambiance of this scene. I mean, I guess you can sorta, but kind of just like to play with the colors and see how you might be able to alter the colors a bit. And our retouch settings, we have our vignettes and our halo. Again, the scene's gonna get really, really bright. And of course, you can bring all of that down. Our DOF. I really like how the sun back there blurs. I think it's really pretty, especially on headshots. And our white balance. I really like this one. I'm sure my doll would look atrocious in this light, but I think it made the scene look pretty cool. And our saturation. It really messes with the sun in the back. I'm not sure why. Like the natural sat for this one is 0.9, and as soon as you start, like it's almost immediately, you can barely touch this before it just like overtakes that sun. And our contrast. This reminds me of like the pictures the over contrasted pictures of like everyone in my youth circle whenever I was young. Like, you used to like play with those shadows and the lights so much that you would like lose your nose. Does anyone like I think the perfect example is like that Evanescence album cover where you could just like see her eyeballs. Anyway, I'm digressing. Also, here's the lighting with that thing turned all the way up on my doll. It's actually not too bad. If I want to be like an orc or something, I could definitely do that. Though I think if she wanted to be an orc, I would have to make her a bit greener. Where is Forest? There it is. Oh yes, definitely. Actually, we have another green one too, but it isn't really all that green. There it is, Moss. Perfect. Look how green. I really hope they give us fantasy skin tones one day. Now, as for hotspots and like other posable areas, I haven't really posed too many places because the lighting gets so harsh whenever you get your camera away from this angle. Like if you were to go to the right or the left or even from behind, it's just like I'm losing the details of the outfit, and most of the time I'm just trying to showcase the entire outfit, not just one thing. I have pushed my doll off to the side a bit and used like the fan in the background just to make it look more cyberpunk and futuristic, or kind of even like science fiction, I guess, basically. But because you can't go off too far, you can't really get off into those like holographic, like checkered boulders in the back, which is what I really would have liked to have been able to do with the scene, but you just can't get back there because of the posable area. It's the same thing with this like fan over here. I used to want to try and get into it because it looks like if our doll touched it, she would like turn into a light bulb, but I can't even check because I can't get over there. But I thought that would have been cool, especially if I could just like have her in it or something, and I don't know, I thought it would be neat, but I can't. And this is gonna be super weird, but I had an outfit once that was like, I used like that new feather coat that's in the like, what is it called? Is it Dazzle or Bloom? Either way, the one feather coat, I had it dyed like a neon purple. And then I had my doll in here with her arms up above her head with one of those poses to kind of make her look like a giant pom-pom, like feathery alien creature. Super weird, I know, but I mean, I'm just trying to give you ideas and ways that I have used this scene personally. Because while this is a great scene posing just right here, you should be able to explore more options, especially because this is a product you're buying. If you don't buy things that often, you definitely want to make sure it's super worth it. So I want to try and help you guys explore all your options. And of course, because of your height, you can get up here high enough to where you don't see any of those purple and blue boulders if you don't like it. Like if you're just trying to take pictures right here. Let's turn on DOF. We can blur that sun a bit. So I have taken pictures up here as well because I like how the like little sparkly dust things kind of turn into those little pixel glitter balls. I think that's cute, and yeah, I think it's a good area to be able to pose up in the sky as well. And like I said earlier, you can pose from the back. Like, let me show you. If you just turn the whole scene around, I have Bloom and everything up super high, but I do think it is really pretty lighting from the back. Like, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that, but I really do like it, especially the effect it has on the hair. I think it's super pretty. But again, if you turn her back around, you're gonna get blinded by the effects. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have, where is it? Halos turned all the way up, vignette is completely off. I have my contrast up, and the filter, I've got like the vitality filter on, so she's super bright. But I mean, that's what you gotta do. I mean, at least that's what I gotta do to give my hair that super cool glowy effect. And here is our chat bubble, Neon Dream. It doesn't really give neon to me. I wish it would have been more like cyberpunk neon like the scene is, like it would have been a match, but regardless, it's still a very pretty chat bubble. I like the butterflies that go around. I wish the ombre was a bit bigger. It kind of just looks like an underlight instead of like an ombre. I mean, maybe that's what it's supposed to be. That way it doesn't affect the text color, which is white, which I really like too. But aside from all that, it's an alright chat bubble. I wish the butterflies would have been a bit bigger, I suppose. And I kind of wish they didn't gatekeep the dynamic chat bubbles to the rebate levels, because like it'd be so cute to be able to have this chat bubble have like the little butterfly wings flapping, you know, just like once every few seconds or so. I think that'd be adorable. But no, it has to be, all the dynamic stuff has to be like locked behind bars. But that is everything I have for the Twilight Neon Scene Pack. I hope you found this helpful and useful in deciding if you would like to add it to your collection or not. And as always, in the description below, I have a link to my tracker where you can look at all the scenes that we have ever had and ones that are upcoming in case you want to eye those and see if you'd rather save your money. But that's everything, so I will talk to you later. Bye bye!